Good morning, everyone. We are here in Dalat. It is breakfast time, and the best breakfast in Dalat that all the locals eat is called Bánh Mì Xíu Mại. You have a nice giant loaf of baguette bread, and you dip the bread in the meatball soup, and like that's it. It's so simple, it's so good. So we came to this really popular place that had a small original location. They were so popular over there that they had to actually expand across the street. They also have a kitchen here, so they're prepping it up, and we have a lot of people, as you can see behind me. There's just a bunch of people eating breakfast. It's about 9 a.m. right now, and it's bustling, and it smells so good. Here we have our loaf of the bánh mì bread. See just how big it is. It's nice and fluffy, and it has perfect crispiness on the outside. You can just hear the crackling of it. Like, look at that breaking apart, flaking apart. That's so nice. This is the siu mai. You can see here's the pork ball, and then we have a piece of pig skin. They throw it in there, pig skin. There's another meatball. And here is kind of like a sausage in there, which is also pork. It looks very rich and savory, and then it also has scallions all over on top. And then we added some of the hot chili oil with the chili flakes in there, so that's gonna be nice and spicy to wake you up in the morning. And we had a fried egg ordered up with some cucumber on top, and also more pieces of the siu mai, and then we doused it in some Vietnamese hot sauce. And this is gonna be an epic breakfast, guys. Look at how fluffy it is. It's so airy inside. Wow, that's great. So what you do is you just break it up into little different pieces, and then you can dip it. From what I read online, there's different ways you can do it. You can break it up into big pieces like this, and then dip it. You can break it into a lot of smaller pieces, and then put it in the actual soup and just let it soak in there the whole time. Or you can kind of like open up the bánh mì and put the meatballs inside the bread, kind of like a sandwich, and then you dip the sandwich into the soup broth. And we can also add some egg with the bread. It's a really good breakfast. That thing tastes like the meatball. It's like meatball juice, and it's very oily. There's like a lot of fatty oil from the pork on top. If you guys like sandwiches dipping into soup, you know, kind of like a grilled cheese into tomato soup, like that whole combination of a sandwich and soup, this is killer. Wow. This bread is no joke, guys. Let's crack it open and just listen to the flakiness. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That in itself is an orgasmic sound. You can see the meatball in there. This is a perfect minced meatball. If you guys know siu mai, this is siu mai in a soup, but it doesn't have the dumpling wrapping. Piece of that. So sausage. Oh, we gotta cut it more. The crispy edge. Come on, there we go. All right, so we got some yolk on there and some of the meatball. And I want a piece of this cucumber. Cucumbers are great. Put that on top. Yay! Oh, let's say this one more time. Yay! Oh, it fell again. Let's try it again. Yay! Wow. That's a different combination of flavors, but still really good. I didn't dip it in the soup. Ooh. I could eat this every day. Yeah, I will live here. I will find a room and stay here. It's that good. We just started the day. I don't know how we're gonna top this. I know Dalat's like super famous for its food, but starting off the day with this, that is setting the bar very high. Like, I'm starting to drool while talking. Super high. That's how good this is. Like, while I'm talking, I'm still salivating. Breakfast was super awesome, and we're gonna go check out a bunch of more food places. Let's go.
I'm not gonna really try anything on camera for you guys, but I did want to mention that there's this super famous cafe here, and people are lining up to take pictures in front of it. Inside, there's like limited baked goods, but they are awesome. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys while we're on our way to the next eating location. And check out all these little muffin things with the salted egg yolk and pork floss. It's like an epic little landscape here. Wow, this looks amazing. All right guys, we're at the next food spot. This is a super famous restaurant here in Dalat called Quán or Bao Nuit 33. And they have the famous Bao Nuit. This is just snail, and then they take the snail meat out, and then they mince it up with pork, and then they add in some lemongrass. You can see the lemongrass sticking out here. And then they put it back in, and then they cook it. I think they steam it. And it's so fragrant because of the lemongrass. It's such a nice thing. And we also have some mi sao bo, and this is like stir-fry noodles with beef. And like very common dish, but they made it really nice and pretty here. And we also got a plate of herbs, and we also got like a sweet and sour dipping sauce with some garlic and other things in there. Let me do a weird spinning trick here, since I don't have another way to show you guys just like how awesome this is. Like, I have huge hands, and I'm holding this bowl like, it's like a helmet, like a ceramic helmet. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this. There's like two little things of the lemongrass, and that's just one strand that's in there, and that's what you use to pull it out. So you can pull out the meat like this. Ta-da! And so this is what we're going to eat, but you don't eat the lemongrass, it's too tough. But I guess I'm just using my hands now. Actually, I'm gonna put it in the bowl and use some chopsticks and dip this in this sauce right here, get it nice and coated, and yeah. Crunchy, chewy from the snail, amazing savory flavor from the ground pork. The lemongrass is like all over this thing. I'm gonna chase this with some herbs to kind of like break up that savory flavor. Yeah, let's do another one here. I love that they put the lemongrass in there, and it's also a tool that you could use to help pull it out. Like, that's so cool. Boop. It just comes right out. It's so cool. And it goes really well with beer. Of course, like anything for me goes well with beer. Like air goes well with beer. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get some of this mi sao ball. Got the noodles. We're gonna grab some of that. And oh my God, can I get it out? Okay, there we go. Put it in my bowl. Get some of the beef. We got some nice cabbage. I love cooked cabbage. Where's my meat? There. Oh. Sorry. Had to dip it in some soy sauce. Yeah, so if you guys are ever coming to Dalat, definitely check this out. Like, really, really worth it. Worth the trip. It's not that far from the center of Dalat. It's just kind of like up one of the roads from the main night market. I know I'm not really supposed to eat this with my fingers. Usually people use chopsticks, but for the sake of the video, because I just used my hand to pull it out. I had some really good food today, and the day's not over yet. Inside here, we've got our hot pot full of mushrooms and chicken and tons of bamboo. We also got some greens in there. This is a very hefty meal. Wow, there's so much stuff in here. This is for 2 people. Okay, here we have some eggs that were inside the chicken when they killed it. So the white calcium shell on the outside hadn't developed yet. It's pretty intimidating looking, looks pretty gross. But they're like little mini balls. They're like really tiny. They haven't become a full egg yet. So here we got some chili dipping sauce, and here's a bunch of chopped up green chili peppers, and that is used in the dipping sauce here, which is salt and pepper with lime. They also gave us 2 of these sesame little like rice cakes, and then a whole mountain of herbs. That's a lot. Like, look at my hand. Like that is a lot of herbs. That is so much. And we also have a plate full of rice noodles. Never had this before, but I believe it can't be any more different than balut or even the fertilized duck egg that I had in Hoi An. It's just that it looks more intimidating because they're like small and yellow. Like some of these are like varying sizes, you know. Some are the size of like an M&M, some are pretty big, like this one here. And they've got like the sinew and other like innards along with it. So I don't know, this looks like liver and some other stuff. So it's just like a mix of stuff. I want to try this little small yellow one here. I'll put it in there. All right, let's go for it. It tastes like the duck egg one. It doesn't taste bad or anything. It tastes like egg, literally. I do want to try some of these other like organ pieces. Is this lung? It looks like a lung, but it could be a kidney. I don't know. But I really like, so far, this dipping sauce with the green chilies on there. Yeah. It's good. It's really good. The seasoning that they used on this is a little bit salty and a little bit spicy. I'm gonna grab some of these rice noodles, put some in my bowl, and then I'm gonna scoop out whatever I can get in here. Okay, let's just get a heaping bowl of everything. I want some of the bamboo. I love bamboo. All right, got my dipping sauce, and I'm gonna just take this giant piece of chicken here. It's probably gonna burn the shit out of my mouth, but you know, gotta do what I gotta do. Ooh, this smells so good. Hot. Hot chicken, really good. The broth is really good. It's slightly different from any hot pot I've had in Vietnam. You know, it doesn't have like a heavy flavor. It's like actually more like chicken noodle soup. Like, it's not heavy. That's, I guess, the best way to put it. Let's try some noodles here. Nice piece of the bamboo shoot. We are here in the mountains where it gets really cold at night. And so, you know, this is a great way to stay warm. Chicken organs, salt, pepper, lime, green chilies. Done. Done. I got a special treat here that we dug up in the hot pot, and it's the chicken heart. So you can see the valve coming out the top here. You can kind of see inside there. Yeah, so this is gonna be nice. Man, literally anything that goes into this dipping sauce becomes like delicious. Even if it's like really gamey or irony or whatever, like it just makes it so yummy. Wow, that's some of the softest, most tender chicken heart I've ever had. Usually it's like really tough to chew, it's like really hard, just I guess from the way that they cook it. But here, boiled in this hot pot, like, let me show you the inside. So you can see the chambers inside of the heart there, and it still has some blood residue on the inside. But it literally tastes just like any other piece of the chicken. Like, it doesn't taste like liver, it doesn't taste like kidney or like the gizzard or anything like that. It's just, it tastes literally like chicken breast. This is the grandmother who owns this restaurant. We get the honor of seeing her make this. All right, guys, we're continuing the food journey here in Dalat. This is Bánh Bèo, and you can see this delicious plate of goodies. This is rice and tapioca cake that you can see kind of like firm and a little bit sticky. And it's covered in like shrimp, and there's a nukmam dipping sauce like doused all over on top. There's also scallions. We have pieces of fried pork skin here. This is going to be really cool. And then there's some scallions and crispy fried shallots. This is a must try if you're in Dalat, as well as in general, just like in the central Vietnam area, like Hue or Da Nang. They really specialize in this dish. I have to break this up into a bite-sized piece because they're huge. I know everyone in the restaurant's staring at me, but it's all good. Yeah, I got a nice sliver of that rice tapioca cake, and I want to get some of the nice toppings on there, including the pork skin. Woohoo! You see that? Wow, it's kind of sweet. It's like a savory sweet. This is really good. Salty sweet, savory sweet. Here's some additional nukmam, the fish sauce right there, in case you want to add more on top of your plate. And we also have some chopped up bird's eye chilies right here. Ooh, yeah. And if you want, there's also the green chilies over here. I'm gonna hold off on those for today, but I'm gonna definitely put this one on top. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's so colorful and pretty. This is such a pretty dish. I really like it. Okay, I have to try this now with the bird's eye chili. Like, I'm so curious what this sweet and savory taste is gonna be like once the spiciness of that pepper kicks in. You know me, I love my spiciness. It's that Korean blood. All right, let me get that red chili. Yeah, so there's a red chili right there on the tip. See that? A little goes a long way. Oh yeah. Feeling the heat. That's good. Crispy, crunchy, chewy. There's so many different things going on in this dish. I'm gonna get some of that bird's eye chili on there. Some bird's eye chili and pork rind. Yeah. I read a lot of things that Dalat had like amazing food, but I'm just like completely blown away. Like, this is definitely like a foodie destination. If you come to Vietnam and you know, you hear about Hoi An and Da Nang and Hai Phong, like really wonderful places, amazing foods, but you definitely need to make sure that Dalat is on your list of places to go. Like, it's really good. What's cool is that Dalat is like such a small city. You can easily get around in like such a short amount of time. Like when we're restaurant hopping, it's only like 10 minutes, 15 minutes at most between restaurants. And it's just so easy and to like just go around and, you know, pig out all day. I think all this food that I've been having calls for some dessert. So let's go check out some dessert. So what we have here is a mug with some avocado, and there's some ice cream in there. You can see that big ball of ice cream. It looks like vanilla, but I'm not sure. And the funny thing about this is I'm actually lactose intolerant, but I'm doing this one for you guys. I'm taking one for the team, for the Feed the Cory team. It's for all you guys, especially all of you guys that join me on the live streams, all the Patreons, all of you supporters out there. Thank you so much. I'm gonna have the runs. No, just kidding. Yeah, although I probably will have a little bit of an upset stomach after this. I just want to try some of the avocado by itself. Ooh, nice. It's a little sweet. I feel like they added maybe just a little bit of sugar because avocado isn't naturally this sweet. And we have this ball of ice cream. Let's find out if it's vanilla. I think it's vanilla. Yeah, it tastes like vanilla. I think that is awesome. avocado, vanilla ice cream, mix it all up in a mug, and then just chill. Oh, my God. I wish they filled it to like the top. It was actually like only like maybe half. And like, you know, if they're gonna do half, they should just give like a smaller mug. Anyways, but it would be cool if it was like all the way to the top. I would come here every day, and I would definitely gain weight eating avocado. Yeah. Then we just try to finish this all real quick right now, because I'm almost at the bottom. I wish I had like long fingers so I could stick it in and then rub the rim and then like eat it that way. I don't know if you guys do that. I'm guilty of not using utensils when eating yogurt, and like I'll have the yogurt cup and I'll like drink it out of the cup and then I'll just use my finger and scoop out the rest. I wish I could do that here, but I've been touching like motorcycle handlebars and other things, so probably not the cleanest fingers right now. Yeah, and you guys can make any kind of a joke you want, like sexual or not, about what I just said. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I cannot believe the amount of food that we ate in such a short amount of time here in Dalat. Dalat, what a wonderful city, high up in the mountains. Maybe the 5,000 foot elevation has something to do with like the amount of food that we were able to eat and just like keep going in, for the 2 days that we've been here. Like, I just can't even believe it, but everything was so good. If you guys are curious about everything that we ate, check out the description box down below. It'll have the address and Google Map links to every single restaurant here in Dalat. Make sure you guys come here, check out all this wonderful food, this wonderful city. I want to give a big shout out to my girlfriend for helping me film and also like, you know, finding a lot of these places. If you really enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps out everything that I've been doing here. And make sure you guys subscribe if you're not subscribed. Check me out on social media, and we will see you guys in the next video. All right, back to Hanoi.